say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want someone to steal my heart just like my favorite song. I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right. I don't want the top down, messing my hair on the back of a bike, just praying I'll get there. Got a closet full of clothes that I'll never wear. A 2-day love affair. I want a soul-to-soul connection, a genuine affection, a perfect imperfection. I want to say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want someone to steal my heart just like my favorite song. I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right. Give me some text, mix, and a wish on a star. A slow dance in a corner bar. And then take me for a ride in your beat-up car. And kiss me sweet in the dark. I want a soul-to-soul connection, a genuine affection, a perfect imperfection. I want to say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want to say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want someone to steal my heart just like my favorite song. I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right. Say goodbye to goodbye and love gone wrong. I want someone to steal my heart just like my favorite song. I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right. I think I'm finally ready for some love gone right.
It's not quite a religious experience, but it's damn close.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hello.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead.
Seriously? You guys gotta come up with a better name. Whatever. I'm not even getting paid for this show.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio.
It's 2 a.m., why's your phone ringing? Why'd your fist come out when we talk about the company you've been keeping? Starts with a while lie, ends with a goodbye. Run off, slam the door. I've seen it all before. Fool me once, shame on me. Next time I'll be ready. Mess around, I'll shoot you down. Boy, my aim is steady. If you spot me, I'll play your game. Gonna burn this bridge and bring on the pain. With fuel for the fire and a fan for the flame. Pressure luck back me in a corner. See what you get when a short matchstick meets a fuse that's even shorter. Watch the explosion, wait till the smoke and ash settle down. You bet I won't on me. Next time I'll be mess around, I'll shoot you down. Boy, my aim is steady. If you spark me up, play your games, I'ma burn this bridge and bring all the pain. With fuel for the fire, watch it get higher. I got fuel for the fire and a fan for the flame.
Her name is Kayla Woodson. We are fanning the flames of country music this morning on a Hump Day Wednesday, Valentine's Day as well. And before that, the latest single, Love Gone Right by Alessia Cole from Canada, and absolutely love her new single as well. Welcome to today's country with yours truly, Tim Kelly. It is a Hump Day Wednesday, but it is also Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So if you have a sweetheart, even if you don't have a sweetheart, happy Valentine's Day to you. We hope it is everything you hope it will be, and a box of chocolates and roses in your future. Absolutely, that's right. We've got a great show lined up today, and we're going to have a great radio interview with our Song of the Week artist. His name is Raspin Stuwart. Grew up in Chicago, Illinois, now lives in California, and we're going to be talking to him live from California here in about 30 minutes or so. So we look forward to that as well. You guys get everybody on your social media pages. You know Raspin's going to be there. You can follow us on Facebook at Indie Country Radio, like our Facebook page there, and at New Country's Best is our big Twitter machine account. Miss Jessie Lee Cates is up now. This is called Wayward Rose on a Valentine's Day Wednesday on today's country from Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
2 miles up a mountain road, there's a little cabin no one knows about, except Daddy and me. From dawn to dusk on summer days, we'd whittle wood, climb old trees, catch bullfrogs down at the creek. I'd sit up on the woodshed
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
That's the title of, Love Like Mine is the title. The One More Girl is who they are. One_more_girl if you want to find them on Twitter. And I love that song, absolutely. Well, we got a lot of music that you're going to absolutely love. We're going to play a lot of it today. We can't ever get all of it played. We've got tons of it. It just keeps coming in. And we also get videos to the songs now because we have a TV channel. You can check it out on our website, IndieCountryRadio.net. Indie Country Television is the tab you want to click. It is on the More tab on the far right, then drop down. We've also got a couple of channels on there now because so many videos are coming in. We've got a brand new song to debut right now, and a video to go with it will be on the TV channel as well. She is our good friend Brittany Marie, B. Marie Official on Twitter. This is called Red Light on Today's Country from Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. And Raspin Stuwart coming up shortly.
I'm surprised in my state of mind. Our eyes found each other's. I gotta admit you're making me forget what I came to drink away. So if I'm what you want, let me know quickly. 'Cause I'm thinking you might be the one that gets me. Oh, tell me not to go.
Tim in the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along.
The guy's awesome.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
3, 2, 1.
Drop it.
Your station for new country now.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Early in the morning, sun shining down, rushing around, gotta let them old dogs out. Putting on your makeup, laying out your clothes. I don't want you to leave this bedroom, but I know you have to go. As I watch you leaving, there's something I must confess. I love you, my little hot mess express. Hot mess express. Dancing around the kitchen, hot mess express. Hurrying up for being late, hot mess express. Running out the front door, hot mess express. Gas gauges on E again. As I watch you leaving, there's something I must confess. I love you, my little hot mess express. Later in the evening, meet me for a bed. The place is loud and rowdy, gotta get you right out of here. To a place less crowded, where the lights are way down low. Looking into those big green eyes, I gotta let you know. As I watch you leaving, there's something I must confess. I love you, my little hot mess express. Early in the morning, late in the evening, I hate to see you go. Just know that I'll be waiting, arms wide open. Oh. Hot Mess Express, dancing around the kitchen. Hot Mess Express. Hurrying up for being late, hot mess express. Running out the front door, hot mess express. Gas gauges on E again. As I watch you leaving, there's something I must confess. I love you, my little hot mess express. As I watch you leaving, there's something I must confess. I love you, my little hot mess express.
That is called Hot Mess Express, of course, and that is Terry Douglas. Terry Douglas Music is where you can find him on Facebook and Twitter, and I like that little tune right there. I've been called a hot mess before, but this coming Friday, it's going to cool me way down. It's only going to be in the 30s for the high here in Branson, Missouri. Yes, I'm broadcasting live from the live show capital of the world, right in the middle of the country, Branson, Missouri, and we got a good live show going on right now. We'll have Raspin Stuwart, our featured song artist of the week, coming up here in just a little bit on a great live radio interview. But first, let's get the clean joke of the day out of the way. Hey, that rhymed. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell the joke, and then I'll put it on the website later this afternoon, and we'll date the jokes as we have them all dated on there, so you'll know when we told it, and you can go back and look it up and tell all your friends and coworkers and make their day a little bit better, a little bit more funnier. Well, let me ask you this. The clean joke of the day is actually a question. Is Google a male or a female? Well, I say it's a female because it doesn't let you finish a sentence before it starts making a suggestion. That's pretty much true, isn't it? Let's get you back into more great country music right now. Mr. Matt Ferris Country on Facebook and Twitter. This is called Me or the Whiskey on today's country from Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm no stranger to a stiff drink. It eases my mind somehow. The kind of friend you pay to be with, but only brings you down. Well, I'm a big hit in this barroom, and everyone loves me right now. But when the lights go down and the chairs go up, what keeps them around? Is it me or the whiskey? Can't seem to find the answer in my glass. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me or the whiskey? Me and Jack are on the front porch, strumming an old guitar, trying to write a country love song about how you're breaking my heart. 'Cause I can tell by the look on your face, you've run out of tears. You're ready to walk away and leave me standing here. Is it me or the whiskey? I can't seem to find the answer in my glass. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me or the whiskey? In one hand there's a whiskey bottle, in the other there's a glass. Is this feeling worth it? Maybe I should ask if it's me or the whiskey. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me? Is it me or the whiskey? I can't seem to find the answer in this glass. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me or the whiskey? Me or the whiskey?
Today's country.
You might be everything that I need, but you gotta come talk to me, talk to me. Today's country.
Today's Country.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I'm somebody's daughter, somebody's friend, a shoulder to lean on, no matter when. I'm somebody's teacher when they don't understand, got a seat in the bleachers, I'm the world's biggest fan. Oh, well, I wish I was half the woman I've gotta be. I wish I had all the answers right in front of me. I'm everything to everyone, and I'm scared as I can be. 'Cause when I look into the mirror, all I see is me. I'm somebody's sweetheart, somebody's girl, someone's direction to find their way in this world. And I've got to be perfect, even when I feel bad. I've got to keep giving when I gave all I had. Oh, well, I wish I was half the woman I've gotta be. I wish I had all the answers right in front of me. I'm everything to everyone, and I'm scared as I can be. 'Cause when I look into the mirror, all I see is me. When I feel uncertain, I'm on my knees to pray. I know that it's all worth it, but at the end of the day, I wish I was half the woman I've gotta be. I wish I had all the answers right in front of me. I'm everything to everyone, and I'm scared as I can be. 'Cause when I look into the mirror, all I see is somebody's daughter, somebody's girl, someone's direction to find their way in this world.
She charted 9 #1 singles when she was with her record label Curb Records. She is the one, the only Jody Messina. And now she's with her own independent label called Dreambound Records, and the title track of her latest album right there called Me. Absolutely love that one. Well, we've got Raspin Stuwart on the phone right now, and we've been loving your song all week because you have the featured song of the week called Reelin', and you're calling us live from Los Angeles, California. So first of all, let me ask you, how are you today?
It's awesome. I'm awesome. The day's awesome, and it's Valentine's Day.
Yep, you got all those right, because you are awesome.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you for having me, Tim.
You bet. We're glad to have you, and happy Valentine's Day to you and your significant other, and we appreciate you being here today and taking time out of your, I'm sure, busy schedule, because I've been looking at your bio and doing my research and on your website and everything, and you've played in a lot of great places, and I'm sure you've got a lot of great gigs booked, and you're probably busy as can be.
Well, the days seem to go into ramble into all of them. So you just take one day at a time and keep moving forward.
Yep, absolutely, and that's what we do here at Indie Country Radio too. Well, let's talk about your music career. Now, you were raised in Chicago, Illinois. Now you're in California. Tell me about how you got into music. Was your family musically inclined? Did your dad play? You got any siblings? Do they play? How did you get started?
Well, I just kind of picked up a guitar one day, and my sister, she actually she started guitar, and it didn't catch her, like it caught me, and she showed me her 3 chords, which were D, G, and C.
Uh-huh.
And I think I've been playing those same chords since I've been a kid.
Wow. Three chords and the truth. That's what they say about country music.
Well, that's it. Because it's like, somebody said your songs are so simple until they go to play them, because I put a lot of feeling into my music.
Yeah.
And and I don't use it. I'm probably one of the very few people that don't use a click track when I record.
Mm-hmm.
And my new record that I'm working on, that should be done in, hopefully, what month are we in? February?
Yep.
April.
April, okay.
So and that's called New York to L.A., which is followed up by another CD, called Bootleg, and that's going to have Reelin' on it.
Awesome.
And it's also going to have another song I'm recording called Lukenbach, Texas, which is really one of my favorite of all-time country songs. And that song speaks to me when I sing it.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully it'll speak to the audience when I sing it, or the people who are listening.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, your music is one of a kind. I like your style, and we were talking before we got on the air live a little bit, and, I don't know if we're the only country station that you're on, but I think Reelin has a little bit of country feel to it, and that's what we liked about it, and I'm not even sure how we found each other, if it was you that found us, or a fan, like you said, may have happened. It could have been Brenda Corbin. She's always researching new music and new artists. So, however the relationship happened, we're glad to have you on a country radio station, because you really jazz up our country, that's for sure.
Well, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be on your station.
Yeah.
And I saw that you got 2016 Nashville Universe Awards, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we sure did. And that was a real surprise. We had been there the previous year with another radio station we were with. We were nominated in a couple of categories, but we didn't win them, and we still had the time of our lives, and I was like, man, I would sure like to go back there. But the second time, I had a pretty tough work schedule at the time, and really didn't have the time that we could take off, we didn't think, to go to Nashville, but I got about 6 emails from Michael, who puts together the Universe Awards, and he said, are you going to be there? And I said, well, I hadn't really planned on it. He emails me again, you got to come, and after about the 4th or 5th email, I'm thinking, something's going on here, he knows something. So we got the time and went to Nashville, and we're sure glad we did. We picked up a broadcast radio network of the year, and I was broadcaster of the year, so we're thrilled about that.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. And the Nashville Universe Awards is really cool, because they're probably one of the only events in Nashville that is geared to the indie artists, that really gives them kudos for the hard work that they do. Whether they make it big and get all the success and, money and whatever else comes along with it, and stress probably, but all of that stuff, they really help the indie artists get noticed, and they award them for what they do.
Well, that's very cool, I think, and it's all about, there's a lot of different type of artists in the world, and I think there's a new market for indie artists. It's not new anymore; it's old, but I just kind of found this indie niche to be kind of very interesting, and I just recently got on Twitter. I mean, I've been on Twitter, but I never used it up until last year when I had a song called "Smoke the Hookah."
Yeah.
Which is it's you can't always judge a song by the name.
Right.
And it's about peace in life and the repression of all the people in the world, and how no matter how you try to keep people down or their beliefs or anything, you can't, because we're all in it together. And that became #1 for 12 weeks on KB radio in Canada, which is very cool, and that was being played everywhere. That was a real blessing for me.
I see a lot of tweets from KB Radio. In fact, I think we may follow them on Twitter. I know we used to. We've come back and retired a couple of times. We had over 6,000 Twitter followers previously on this radio station. Now we have about 300. But me and Brenda, we took our 2 awards and we thought, man, that's our Super Bowl, and we got the MVP. She wanted to spend more time with her husband, and I was working 70 hours a week at the time, plus doing radio for 15 hours a week. So it's a pretty tough schedule. So we shut down for about 6 months, but then I got to missing this music, and we decided to come back and let's do it again. And now we meet guys like you, and we're just glad to be doing it again. It's a lot of fun. And I have heard that song, Smoke the Hookah. Brenda loves it. She turned me on to it on another radio program that's playing it. So, that's an awesome song. You guys need to check it out.
Well, thanks.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely. Well, how long have you been doing this music thing? You're probably not a young person like myself, and I'm just kidding when I say that. But
well, I'm a wee past 39.
Yeah, me too.
Which actually I'm 60.
Okay.
And I actually been doing music since I've been a kid, but and I came to Los Angeles to do music, and I got sidetracked, and I would do pet projects in between, like I produced Brittany Campbell, Glenn Campbell's granddaughter. We did a song called "Daddy, Don't You Know How to Just Say No."
That's awesome.
And that was a very cool song. She was very young at the time, and I just talked to her about a month ago, and I said we should go back in the studio and cut another song. And she said absolutely. So that's cool. And then I produced CCH Pounder. She's an actress, and she was in a movie called Baghdad Cafe. And we cut a song called "Calling You" as kind of a duet, and that was that's very cool. And then I recorded my first record, "We Do What We Do," and that literally sat in my garage for almost 10 years because my job was so busy I couldn't have time to do music, and I'd go out and I'd perform a little bit here and there, and so one day a friend of mine heard my CD and said, "You should send this to Starbucks. And I know someone there. I'm going to give you their email address. Send it, and it's in their hands. It's out of my hands." So I did. And, I called him up and I said, "You get my CD?" He goes, "I did, but I lost it. Could you send me another copy?" And I said, "Absolutely, because, I lose lots of stuff too."
Yeah.
So about a week later, he emailed me and sent me a contract and said, I love your CD. He goes, "I don't know why it's been sitting so long, but it's not going to sit any longer." And that was about 6 years ago. And ever since then, I've been doing music full time.
That's awesome. I saw that on the website that you had Starbucks as a sponsor going for you. So that's cool stuff, because I could envision going to a Starbucks, sitting there having a nice cup of coffee and listening to your music. That would be cool.
So that was kind of my my claim to fame. And once that happened, then just things started. I started meeting so many people, and people, it takes a village to make anything happen. You can't do it on your own.
Right.
Nothing can be done. It takes people like you and producers, but the most important thing is the audience to me. I mean, I love performing, and when I stepped on stage, I was petrified because I didn't. But I took to it like a fish takes to water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only place I really feel comfortable now. Yep. It's like my home. It is my home.
I know exactly what you're saying. I couldn't do it on the stage, I don't think, as much as I can behind the microphone, and I'm in my own house down here in the basement. And, I grew up behind a microphone, and I was 6 years old when I started wanting to be in broadcasting or do voiceovers, and I used to use a coffee can for my microphone and talk into that.
Cool.
So,
that's cool.
I've always wanted to do that and be in radio, and my brother got into television. I went the radio route and went to broadcasting school when I lived out there in San Diego. We talked about that a little bit off the air. And,
I love
California. I absolutely do. The weather was perfect out there. And but I really like the story that you told about helping Glenn Campbell's granddaughter. That is cool because he had a theater for a long time here in Branson, Missouri. Him, Roy Clark, Mickey Gilley still does have a theater here, but he doesn't perform at it anymore. He leases it out to some other folks that I'm good friends with, and they do a killer show in it. But you know, they're not in their 30s anymore either. And in fact, they're passing away, like Glenn Campbell just recently. And I saw a video of a song that his daughter wrote about him, and she could hardly keep the tears back and things. So, you know, just a lot of good country music being made out there by those guys back in the day. But to have that going on for his granddaughter is really cool. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, it was awesome. Yeah. But I do love, you know, producing and helping other artists. And it's really all about giving back. That's it.
And you made a statement on your website, and I just want to read this because it really sums it up pretty good. It's always important, it says, to receive accolades and support from your peers and the powers that be in the music industry. But what keeps you going, you say, professionally, personally, and creatively, is your fans. And they've shown that to you by coming to your live shows, the shout-outs they give you on Facebook and Twitter and all the other social media, and by purchasing your first CD. And boy, that's what makes your world go around, isn't it? It's when they buy your music.
It is. It's awesome, and it's nice to touch someone with your songs, because some of my songs are very spiritual in a sense. Where there's a song I wrote called "Somewhere in Time" that the main line is, "When you follow your heart, there's the answer." Mm-hmm. And it's just beautiful what music does. It's like you don't have to. It speaks every language. Yeah. One song can speak to everyone.
Yep, and that amazes me every time. And I've said this many times in the radio interviews, how you guys can write the song, make a melody to it, you know, those 3 chords that, or however many you put in there, wrap that thing up in 3 or 4 minutes, sometimes 450, whatever it might be, and tell that story in that amount of time, and it's just amazing every time.
It is how people can just do that. And I always say the songs actually find me, and they come through me. So if you get to know me, I'm very spiritual.
That's awesome.
It's kind of been always my whole life, and you know, I just kind of take one day at a time and keep moving forward, and that's pretty much it. And you got to believe in yourself and people.
I'm the same way. I agree with you. I think there's 2 things that we can't live without. One is air, and the other is music.
This is true.
That's it. Well,
and a good meal helps too.
Yeah, that does. I had that before the phone call, so we're good there for a little bit. Let me ask you about this song that we've been playing all week, and it's our featured song of the week. It's called "Reelin'." How did that song come about?
Well, that's an interesting story, because that song, I think I wrote most of that song except the bridge. I started that song maybe 20 years ago, and I never could get the bridge. I never was satisfied with the bridge. And I was sitting there one day, and I'm playing it again, because a lot of, you know, songs take forever, and then sometimes they just pop right out of you. But the bridge just kind of came, and it was like, that's it. It's finished. Yeah. And friends of mine said, can they sing it? And I said, sure, you can sing it. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, because reelin' to me is a duet. It feels like, and they did sing it. But then I went in and I did it, and a woman by the name of Teresa James, she did the other vocals on it. And the backgrounds, and she did an awesome job, I thought. People think it sounds like, you know, certain people. And that's how that came about. And that I just recorded probably 4 months ago.
Okay.
And I finished that 4 months ago.
Now,
so that kind of happens.
Okay. Is it on an album? And if so, what's the title of the album so folks can find it? And
no,
get
that's going on my bootleg record.
Okay. So
because I guess the new thing now in music is putting out singles.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did with this new record that is this New York to L.A. that's coming out, because I have the bootleg record is kind of just offbeat songs that I love, and the New York to L.A. is a collection of songs that are just they fit that vibe, and it's got from bluesy country on it to jazz to it's just my style. I can't really tell you what it is. It's like I can go from singing a country song, a downright dirty bluesy country song, to a jazz song, to a tender love song. There is a song on there called "You" that is just gorgeous, and that has hopefully that will cross over into the country market and to the middle of the road market. It's a beautiful song.
Absolutely.
And,
well, you're
if it
exactly.
Was done, we would play it today because it fits perfect for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I wish we had it. We would definitely play it. I want to say too. You're exactly right about how music is done now. It is all digital, and they send us an MP3. A new artist is trying to get on the radio. He'll go, check this out, and would you consider it for radio airplay? We'll listen to the song, and if it's good, we're definitely going to play it. And then here comes 3 or 4 more, and it could be a 4-song EP that they've got, or they're working on an album and it's going to go on there. It's not finished yet, but they just want the feedback, and that's the cool thing about doing it the way we do it now, because we can get that instant feedback. And your Reelin' song is, like I said, it's a hit with everybody. It blows up social media as soon as we tweet it, and I'm going to do that here in a minute. But
I'll tell you something. That
cool.
Song is a surprise song for me because. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you think you don't know. You think one song, and then all of a sudden, this reelin' is like reeling off the charts. It's like, wow, this is very cool.
Yep.
And more stations are picking it up every day, country stations, and it's. I don't know what to say. It's just awesome. Awesome.
I love to bass fish. I have loved that for a long time. My ex-brother-in-law got me into bass fishing. We used to go down in Oklahoma to a lot of neat places, and I would, reel them in. That's what you do. You're reeling, all the time. You're casting and reeling. But I think you're reeling in a lot of fans with that song is the way I see it, if it was going to be anything tied to fishing.
Well, you know what? I like fishing. I do.
Well, you definitely got a good song called Reelin'. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play it right now. Then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more and let everybody know, if they don't know, where they can find you on social media and everything. And I'm going to play another song of yours, too, as well, and we'll go out with it. But I want to play Reelin' right now because it's our featured song of the week right here on Indie Country Radio, and we'll be back with Raspin Stuwart here in a moment.
Well, I went crazy for your love, ooh, that Saturday evening, walking down the street, Lord, what I've been feeling, I've been passing up the bars, I've been howling at the stars. Saturday, I've been passing up the bar, I've been howling at the stars, now I'm in love, it's got me reeling, love, got me reeling. From the start, you stole my heart. Well, it was meant to be. But a woman like you, a man
Man, we love that song. Raspin, Stuwart, and a great tune called Reelin', our featured song of the week. And, you know, we started doing this back when we had the radio station before. We would do a featured song of the week, and what that means is we play it on every live show, and we do 2 for Tuesdays, and tomorrow we do Triple Play Thursday. So that's why Brenda come to you and ask you for a couple of more songs so we could play 3 in a row from every artist. And I don't even know of another radio station that gives you that much love, that plays you 3 times in a row, but we like doing it because it shows the diversity in the music and the artist. You know, you may have a great dancing tune that's a fast-paced song, and you may have a great ballad in the same set of songs. So we like to show a little diversity, too.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I want to give a big shout-out to Brenda Corbin. She's been awesome. She is an awesome DJ, and she's a very special person. She
sure is. I'll tell you what, we met for the first time. We've been doing radio together for about 3 years prior to last year. The Nashville Universe Awards. We're well into our 4th year together now, and we've got to meet her and her husband both for the first time when we stayed in the same motel room the night before the awards. We got to sit at the same table and hang out and eat and have the time of our lives that night, winning those 2 awards. So that was a neat thing, and you're exactly right. She's just how I knew she would be in person as she is on the radio.
Right, yeah, no, she's awesome.
So we love that. And I'll tell you what, when you meet these people, and we've done several award shows and travel around to some different concerts in Nashville. I think I've been there 4 times now. There's nothing like it because you get to become friends. Like me and you are talking on the phone. We like each other on Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. We have your phone number now, and we get to build a relationship with you. When you play the guys that have made it, like Luke Bryan, Toby Keith, all those big names, you can see on their Twitter they don't follow hardly anybody, and they probably have somebody else managing that Twitter account anyway. So it's these personal relationships is why we want to become a DJ. It's never been about money. It's who you get to meet along the way, and we can look back and say, hey, we knew you before you got that big name and got that tour bus and all that other good stuff that comes with it.
That's absolutely. It's about people, and it's about the relationships that we make. Yep. I mean, it's always been. In my 39-plus years, it's always been about the people you know, the people. It's relation. That's all we have is each other.
Yep.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
And we sure appreciate having you, and your music is phenomenal, and we sure appreciate you allowing us to be able to play it. It's a privilege. It really is.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
It is.
Well, as soon as this record's done, I am going on tour, and maybe I will be in Nashville. I'll have to look you up in Branson. You're in Branson.
Yep, Branson, and there's many theaters here. They kind of shut down in the wintertime, but they'll be kicking up next month, starting all the big shows again. And there's a lot of theaters now that you can get into because, like we were talking, the guys that aren't 39 anymore are getting up there. They've retired or they've passed on. I know Andy Williams was here for 20 years almost. My brother used to be his TV producer and do a lot of his commercials when he was here in Branson. Well, he's not in that theater, obviously, anymore, so they're putting a lot of different acts in a lot of these theaters, and you can get some time slots over here. We've got the Oak Ridge Boys Theater, RFD TV, the Mansion Theater. There's just a lot of good venues here to play some shows, and 8.5 million people come through this little town of 10,000 last year, so there's plenty of fans out there. Yeah.
Awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to finishing up this record and getting out there on the road.
That would be cool. We would love to meet you. Well, we're going to ask you about your social media before we let you go and where your friends and fans can find you today, and then I'm going to go out with another song that I absolutely love that we've got called The Night Is Young.
You can find me at Raspin.com. You can find me on CD Baby. I love CD Baby. It's a quick and easy download of the songs. You can find me on Twitter, Raspin Stuwart. And that's pretty much, just pop in Raspin Stuwart and Stuwart and Raspin, Raspin.
All right, sounds good. And don't let that sunny and 75 weather in California get you down today, all right?
I won't. I will not, because it never rains in Southern California.
That's right.
Either.
Well, you have a great day, and it was a pleasure talking to you. And anything new that you comes out that you want to promote, be sure to hit us up, and we'd like to do another interview again sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Brenda.
You are most welcome. Have a great day, and we will definitely see you on the radio. Raspin Stuwart, one more time. The Night is Young on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
The night is young. Hearts still, and pray for love when the victim's content, the damage is done. So we lost our minds on simple as Simon says, lost, not found. Take 2 steps back and try again. Take 2 steps back and try again. But if time is what you need, tomorrow is never promised for anyone you ever see. And love will conquer all, a matter of degree. It's a tangled situation, it's rhythm all right. You got to learn to read between the lines. Take a chance and hold on tight. Was young, old hearts still, over years can go by like a child in disguise, and forever young. Reflected on the sea, you see a setting sun. Oh, but if time is what you need, tomorrow is never promised for anyone you ever see. And love will conquer all, a matter of degree. It's a tangled situation, it's rhythm all right. You got to learn to read between the lines. Take a chance, hold on tight. Who was young for the night? Who was young for the night? Was young. Now I say simple Simon says. Simple Simon says. Simple Simon says.
How about the music from that gentleman? And what a great radio interview we just had. Raspin Stuwart is who he is. Raspin.com is where you need to go. Raspin.com, and find his music on CD Baby. That's the one he prefers to use, and boy, he's got some good stuff, doesn't he? The Night is Young, and a great tune called Reelin' we played before that, our featured song of the week. Thank you, my friend, and we will definitely be talking to you on the radio again one day. Mr. Tate Stevens is your Nashville Universe Male Vocalist of the Year from the Nashville Universe Awards for 2016. This is called Sweet Life. It definitely is, right here on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Hump Day, Valentine's Day, Wednesday.
Here comes that moon again, just like an old friend. And there's a choir of crickets and they're singing those summer hymns. And nothing beats the sight of the mountains on a July night, and the way that silver light knows all the right places to shine. Tomorrow will be perfect weather. We should hit the river. There's no better time to start. Living the sweet life, rolling in sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple thanks for hours on end. Right about sundown, we lay on the ground, count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life? Out on Lofton Road, out past the crooked corn roads, Grandma's porch light glows, we're all gonna go. Smell that bonfire burn, we should all take a turn, singing every song we remember and some we've never learned. And the beauty of it is when this day ends, we'll just do it again. Living the sweet life, rolling in sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple thanks for hours on end. Right about sundown, we lay on the ground, count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life? These long drawn out days won't stay around forever, so let's make them count so we can talk about them all winter. Living the sweet life, rolling in sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple thanks for hours on end. Right about sundown, we'll lay on the ground as we count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life? Yeah, ain't it a sweet life? Ain't it a sweet life?
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Let's hit the riverside and hear some country music. Heard the band's got fiddle and they ain't afraid to use it. Yeah, we'll shine brighter than those lighters flicker around. They won't forget us like diamonds on denim. Let's dress up this town, have some fun and shut them streets down. While jaws are dropping, we're taking over till the night gets all decked out. And dress up this town. We'll go dancing through a sea of sunburned cowboys. Teach 'em how us cowgirls stomp some boots and make a loud noise. We're gonna steal the show, sing it out like oil. Yeah, we'll upstage 'em in leather and laces. Let's dress up this town and have some fun and shut them streets down. While jaws are dropping, we're taking over till the night gets all decked out. And dress up this We got the free and the breeze going on, yeah. Let's catch it all while we're wild and we're young. I love my country fans and a sing-along song. Let's catch it all while we're wild and we're young. Let's dress up this town and have some fun and shut them streets down. While
name is Mary Sarah from Team Blake on NBC's The Voice. Dress up this town, and she sure dressed up The Voice, that's for sure. And I want to thank Raspin Stuwart this morning for doing a great radio interview and dressing up our radio station. His music sure does it as well. This next gentleman, I would say, does the same thing. He blows up our Twitter and Facebook as well. Mr. Haas is who he is. He's live in our chat room. Let's get some Haas movement going right now with Livin' on Today's Country from Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on a Valentine's Day Wednesday.
I'm working 9 to 9 nearly all the time, 'cause I can't get by without overtime. Ramen noodles ain't fine cuisine, and they ain't my thing. Got a broken down truck, bills stacking up, need a little kicker in my Dixie cup. Man, I wish I could find that thing called the American dream. Everybody's talking about all those things I can't live without them. I'm just about through, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my time, my tequila with a lime. I'm gonna hang out on the beach with my guitar and I'll be chilling. One-way ticket in my hand, building castles in the sand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be living. Yes, I am. I'm gonna grab a margarita with my little senorita. Tell the boss man I don't need you. There comes a time when you gotta draw that line, and I found mine. Standing strong, moving on, just like that Johnny Paycheck song. Take this job and shove it up your behind, where the sun don't shine. Everybody's talking about all those things I can't live without them. I'm just about through, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my time, my tequila with a lime. I'm gonna hang out on the beach with my guitar and I'll be chilling. One-way ticket in my hand, building castles in the sand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be living like I just don't care. To no millionaire, 'cause no amount of money's worth my time. I'm gonna take my time, tequila with a lime. I'm gonna hang out on the beach with my guitar and I'll be fine. One-way ticket in my hand, building castles in the sand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be taking my time. I'm gonna hang out on the beach. I got that ticket in my hand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be living.
Welcome to the wild side, Indie Country Radio.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Girl, you did what you had to do, and if I were you, I'd have done it too. 'Cause there's more to life than trying to hide your black and blue. Saw it coming from a mile away, and your jacket shades couldn't hide the pain. If anybody asked where you were last night, here's your alibi. We were sitting there swinging on the back porch, drinking red wine underneath that blacked out sky. Had our own little girls' night, watching Real
the time flew by. Yeah, we'll say you had a flat tire, you were too tired, so you just spent the night. Last time you saw me was doing just fine, and that's your alibi. And that's your alibi. Just say the last call he ever made was just to say he was working late. And anything that's after that, well, they should ask a girl named Kate. We were sitting there swinging on a back porch, drinking red wine underneath that blacked out sky. Had our own little girls now watching Real Housewives, and the time flew by. Yeah, we'll say you had a flat tire, you were too tired, so you just spent the night. Last time you saw me was doing just fine, and that's your alibi. And that's your alibi. Maybe he went drinking and drove that Nova in the muddy river. But somebody pushed too far, wasn't scared to pull the trigger. Remember we were sitting there swinging on the back porch, drinking red wine underneath the blacked out sky. Had our own little girls' night, watching Real Housewives, and the time flew by. Yeah, we'll say you had a flat tire, and you were too tired, so you just spent the night. Last time you saw me was doing just fine, and that's your alibi. And that's your alibi. We were sitting there swinging on the back porch, drinking red wine. Had our own little girls now watching Real Housewives, and that's your alibi. And that's your alibi. Well, you did what you had to do, and if I were you, I'd have done it too.
They are Dave and Whitney. Now they are Midnight Noon. It is Midnight Noon 12 if you want to look them up on Twitter, and a great tune called Alibi. Well, my alibi is that I'm hanging out with great country music artists live in our chat room right here on Spreaker.com and interviewing them as well. If you missed the Raspin Stuwart interview this morning, it's available as a podcast. And, of course, you can download it on Spreaker. Go to Spreaker.com, search Indie Country Radio. It's also available on Stitcher, TuneIn, and the big dog in the house, iHeartRadio. Search Indie Country Radio over there as well. One Door Down is the title of this next one from a good friend, Flint Thompson, right here on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Valentine's Day Wednesday.
The walls are thin in an old hotel, and the voices carry a little too well, and a trail of her perfume lingers in the hall. Every night, same old time, same old song, and she starts to cry, and I'm here trying to find the nerve to say, did somebody break your heart? That's something I never do. I know you're everything I've never found. Just one door down. You're just one door down. I'm holding on to a lover's prayer, but I hear your voice, so I know you're there. And sometimes I hear your footsteps in the hall, and I wonder, are you just like me, wanting more than being lonely? And I'm here trying to everything I've never found. Just one door down. You're just one door down. You're just one door down.
We are 100% focused on new music. Hey, look, a squirrel. Anything country.
That's a funny word. Hey, these are good brownies. What? Oh, yeah, right. Radio, sorry.
How come you never take me out to dinner anymore?
Well, first, we're about to play a bunch of feel-good songs. And second, you know we're not married, right?
Oh, details. Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Slam doors from over it. I hate to say it, but we're gonna crash. We try to work it out anyway, but if we talk it out the easy way, we need to fix what's in the past. We need to find a way to look past all this pettiness, but decide ain't helping us one bit. Please speak to me like you once did. Back when we I need to hear your voice again. I need to hear you tell me something beautiful. You don't open up our love that's here. Please speak to me. I left you all alone for a couple days with the hope that given time you'd break, but your walls, they didn't even crack. Feeling so strange, and I'm filled with doubt. If it doesn't change, I'm walking out. And when I do, there's no going back. Well, it's not too late for us to undo all this ugliness, but the silent treatment ain't helping us one bit. It ain't helping us one bit. Please speak to me like you once did. I need to hear your voice again. I need to hear you tell me something beautiful. You don't open up our love that's here, so please speak to me. Our love that's here, so please speak to me.
please speak to me.
His name is Marshall. Marshall rocks country if you want to find him on what we call the big Twitter machine, and a great tune called Speak to Me. And I'd like to thank our good friend Jenny Weber from JW Music Promotions for sending us Marshall. He absolutely rocks the country for sure, thus Marshall rocks country. And you can check out the video to Speak to Me on YouTube, and if I haven't already, we are going to add that to the TV station. It's a great video. So check us out. IndieCountryRadio.net is the website. Click that More tab and drop down to Indie Country Television and check out some of the greatest videos from these new indie country music artists on the planet right now. This next artist is on there with this song. He is my good friend from Kennett, Missouri, Mr. Trent Tomlinson, When She Goes There. On today's Country from Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best with Tim Kelly, broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri.
I know that number, but I ain't picking up. She's coming over, gonna pick up her stuff. Ain't in the mood for a real big fight, wrecking my mind. Hell no, not tonight. Turn off the lights, say and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't want to be here when she goes there. For long as I'm bellied up to a bar, I won't see her climbing out of her car. I won't see her stepping up on that porch, coming that door, get to doing what she came here for. I know there's no way I can take her looking so good while she's walking away. If I'm gone, I could brush it off like it never really happened at all. I don't want to be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't want to be here when she goes there. Truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going. There, wanna be here when she goes there.
Is where country music lives.
Let's start the music.
We're the people's favorite. Show the world you love your country.
Delivering a much-needed neck punch to the status quo.
What does that even mean?
That means, in addition to the variety you've come to expect, you'll also hear songs like this.
I never dreamed I'd die with this heartache. Oh, but I'm in a better place.
And this.
I want you to know so bad how good love feels. He don't care about you, baby, but I always will.
And this.
Take it easy, girl. It's too late to make it simmer with the moonshine shimmer on your long, sexy curls.
Thank you for listening to Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
You and I never stood a chance. Our parents go way back. A small town, we were bound to be friends. To you, I was one of the guys, and I swear, despite your blue eyes, you never made me look twice. So it caught me off guard when we took your car and drove it down that gravel lane. You put it in park and you grabbed my arm. Suddenly everything changed with a bottle of wine on a riverbank, sitting on a blanket, staring up at the stars and daring each other to drink. Well, I don't know if it was you or the one. We ran into the river, left our clothes behind. You would never shine so bright. You were laughing in the moonlight. I swear I'll never forget the night we were more than just friends. The next day, instead of feeling guilty, we made a joke about what that night would mean. We did our best to play it cool. 'Cause you gotta do what you gotta do. Go to school a couple states away. And I'm gonna do what I've always done. I'll turn around and run and write a song about a bottle of wine on a riverbank, sitting on a blanket, staring up at the stars and daring each other to drink. Well, I don't know if it was you or the one. We ran into the river, left our clothes behind. You would never shine so bright. You were laughing in the moonlight. I swear I'll never forget the night we were more than just friends. Woo! So if I can't be honest for a minute, if you don't agree, then please forget that I've said this. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I wonder if we should have tried, when all it took to blur the lines was a bottle of wine on a riverbank, sitting on a blanket, staring up at the stars and daring each other to drink. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was you or the one. We ran into the river, left our clothes behind. I swear I'll never forget the night we were more than just friends. Are we more than just friends?
They are good friends of ours. They are the Kate Hastings Band out of the state of Ohio. That is a great tune called Just Friends. Well, speaking of friends, we make lots of friends in this little chat window down here on the right side of my DJ console. And they come in and tell us that they like our shows, they like the music that they're hearing. And from time to time, like I told Raspin Stuwart in the interview today, we've gone to Nashville about 4 times. We get to meet some of the friends that we've made from this radio station and doing this thing. whether it be in shows or that they're just fans of the artist that we're going to see. We have had the pleasure of doing that several times. Well, a year ago last November in 2016, we got to meet Mr. Jamar Leith from Chattanooga, Tennessee at the time. Now he's living in Louisiana, but he's a great songwriter, and we got to hang out at the same table at the Nashville Universe Awards. We invited him to hang out at our table, and we had the time of our lives, and I'll tell you what, we want to do that again one day real soon, Jamar, don't we? This is a great tune he wrote. It is called Spending My Time With You, and I sure enjoy doing that every day right here on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
No matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter where this truck is taking us down this road, all I want to do is just be true to you. Nothing else matters when I'm spending my time with you. Girl, I'm spending my time with you. Let your hair down as we're cruising around in my pickup truck. I like your style when you're wearing those jeans and flashing that smile. You're my country girl, I'm living in your world. You take my breath away, what more can I say? No matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter where this truck is taking us down this road, all I wanna do is just be true to you. Nothing else matters when I'm spending my time with you. Girl, I'm spending my time with you. I'm so crazy about you, baby, I just can't believe that you're my lady. When I look into your eyes, I know without a doubt that I'm a lucky guy. I dedicate this song to you for showing me the love you put me through. My heart skips a beat, girl, you're sweeping me off my feet. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter where this truck is taking us down this road, all I wanna do is just be true to you. Nothing else matters when I'm spending my time with you. Girl, I'm spending my time with you. When you're by my side, you give me a shoulder so I can cry. You've set my soul on fire. You have the love that I desire. Ooh, yes you do. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter where this truck is taking us down this road, all I wanna do is just be true to you. Nothing else matters when I'm spending my time with you. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter where this truck is taking us down this road, all I wanna do is just be true to you. Nothing else matters when I'm spending my time with you. Girl, I'm spending my time with you.
If he don't play that song, I'm gonna spit some chaw in his eye.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I looked you up again last night, found a photograph of you online, and I took a shot for old times. Many years have gone by, but I'm still getting drunk off that smile, and I'm wondering where you're at tonight. Did you go to California? Or maybe smiles. There's a glimpse of you in her eyes, and I raise a glass for old times. So did it. I drive alongside your old house. There's a light shining so bright, wondering where you're at tonight. Did you go to California? Or maybe Tampa Bay, Florida? Hey, are you down in Alabama? Or maybe up in Montana? I don't even know if the drinks are talking. I don't even know if I'm broken hearted. All I know is I want you here right now. 'Cause baby, I'm a little drunk on you tonight. I'm a little drunk on you tonight. I'm a little drunk on you, baby. Did you go to California? Or maybe Tampa Bay, Florida? Did you move to the city? Oh, I bet you're still as pretty. I bet that you're living the American dream. I bet you got kids on the baseball team, but I just can't remember to forget your smile. Yeah. So give me one more night. Can we go back in time? 'Cause baby, I'm a little drunk on you tonight. I'm a little drunk on you tonight. I'm a little drunk on you. Yeah, I'm a little drunk on you.
They are Silver Drive 35, and I love that song. It is called Drunk on You, and we just blasted it all over Twitter. We've got Silver Drive 35 that you want to follow, and Silver Drive 35 fan. They've got some great fans out there, and they love their music as well. Good stuff right here on Indie Country Radio. Well, let's play another great tune by a great artist from the state of Texas. His latest single is called Baby This and Baby That. It's John Wolf on Today's Country from Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on iHeartRadio. Search Indie Country Radio.
Come home dragging weight of the world on my shoulders, girl, and all I know is I wanna cash out, shut it down, throw in the towel, 'cause I'm feeling low and I'm moving slow. But when she's all baby this and baby that, I'm like a runaway train running out of track. There ain't no holding me back when she's all baby this and baby that. When she's all come over here and give me a kiss, that look in her eyes, hands on her hips, I don't stand a chance when she's all baby this and baby that. It still sounds good, good morning, good night, and anything else those pretty lips say. She sounds like an angel cooking in the kitchen. I love to listen to the songs she sings, but it's a whole other thing when she's all baby this and baby that. I'm like a runaway train running out of track. There ain't no holding me back when she's all baby this and baby that. When she's all come over here and give me a kiss, that look in her eyes, hands on her hips, I don't stand a chance when she's all baby this and baby that. Yeah, my favorite thing in the world to see are those pretty brown eyes looking back at me, those pretty red lips I wanna kiss so bad, saying baby this this and baby that. When she's all baby this and baby that, I'm like a runaway train running out of track. There ain't no holding me back. When she's all baby this and baby that, when she's all come over here and give me a kiss, that look in her eyes, hands on her hips, I don't stand a chance. And she's all baby this and baby that. She's baby this and baby that. Every time she's baby this and baby that. Yeah, she's baby this and baby that.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
If I met God tonight, I'd slap him high five for not letting Tess Fletcher stay in love with me. It seemed like the end of the world at the time, but what a blessing her goodbyes turned out to be. While I had his attention, I guess I'd apologize for cursing his name the night my little cousin died. And it's just amazing grace was such a small consolation for him taking her from us before her time. Well, who am I to say what's wrong and what's best? Dressed like yesterday with whiskey on my breath, devil on my back, and a stack of regrets I'd like to get off my chest. If I met God tonight, I'd pay him back at 20 I found on the ground when I didn't have a penny. A gift heaven sent that went straight to a bookie who took me for a ride that cost me plenty. Well, who am I to say what's wrong and what's best? Dressed like yesterday with whiskey on my breath, devil on my back, and a stack of regrets I'd like to get off my chest. If I met God tonight, yeah, it would make my mama proud. Oh Lord, she's had her doubts about the way I've lived my life with the jury still out. Who am I to say what's wrong and what's best? Dressed like yesterday with whiskey on my breath, devil on my back, and a stack of regrets I'd like to get off my chest. If I met God tonight, I'd slap him high five, knowing the devil had big plans for me.
He is a good friend of mine. He is from the state of Georgia. His name is Philip McCurry. If I Met God Tonight, and he's letting me know that he's going to be releasing some new music very soon, and he will get it to us as soon as it is done. I cannot wait to hear it. He is a fantastic country music artist. Well, also from the state of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, is this next lady, but now she lives in Nashville, Tennessee. Her name is Tammany Dove, D-O-V-E, if you want to find her on Twitter. This is called No Stopping Me Now on today's Country from Indie Country Radio on a Valentine's Day Wednesday.
my life. I have to shape it, or somebody else will. It just won't seem right to let others choose my way. Gonna dig a little deeper and reach for the stars just like I want to. There's no stopping me now. I'm on my way. Since I know I can't fail, then I guess I can have my say. Never gonna give up, never gonna give in. This time I'm here to win. I'm not walking away. There's no stopping me now. Gonna live loud, laugh loud, play loud, be who I want to be. Gonna live hard, laugh hard, play hard, take in the scenery. Gonna breathe in, hold on, stay strong, and remember what matters. There's no stopping me now. I'm on my way. Since I know I can't fail, I guess I can have my say. Never gonna give up, never gonna give in. This time I'm here to win. I'm not walking away. There's no stopping me now. Didn't come this far just to play along with fools. Time to rewrite the rules. There's no stopping me now. I'm on my way. Yes, I can have my say. Never gonna give up, never gonna give in. This time I'm here to win. I'm not walking away. There's no stopping me now. There's just no stopping me now. There's no stopping me
Because there's no such thing as enough country. You know that great song that you just can't get out of your head? We're playing it right now. Wow, it's like we're right there inside your head. Okay, well, maybe not literally.
Don't touch that dial!
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
In the basement! 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 Up to the basement! In the basement! In the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I've been bleeding for so long, I don't think that I will ever heal. I've been running for so long, I don't think that I will ever get there. I'm riding in the dust on the dashboard, broken words that I found in the floorboard. Said I'd stay, but I don't know anymore, I don't know anymore. I'm wide awake in the front seat, look away 'cause these memories are killing me. Said I'd stay, but I don't know anymore. anymore. I don't know anymore. Everything is so wrong. I don't know if I could ever get it back. Used to be so strong, but baby, you were the straw that broke my back. I'm riding in the dust on the dashboard, broken words that I found on the floorboard. Said I stay, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm wide awake in the front seat. Look away, cause these memories are killing me. Said I stay, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Look away, cause these memories are killing me. Said I stay, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm riding in the dust on the dashboard, broken words that I found on the floorboard. Said I stay, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm wide awake in the front seat. Look away, cause these memories are killing me. Said I stay, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. No, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
That is a great tune by Ronnie Eaton. It is called Dashboard right here on Indie Country Radio. Hey, do me a favor today. While you're driving down the road in your car, keep beating the dashboard until Indie Country Radio comes on the air. It will eventually, trust me. Don't forget, if you missed the Raspin Stuwart interview from this morning, you can catch it on our recorded podcast. Go to Spreaker.com, search Indie Country Radio, Stitcher, TuneIn. Those are a couple of great apps you can download on your smartphone even. And, of course, iHeartRadio, search Indie Country Radio. We had a great interview today, and I want to thank him very much for taking the time out to do it. It was a whole lot of fun. Let's do it again sometime. Well, we'll do it again tomorrow, except not me. Miss Brenda Corbin will be on the air with Triple Play Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to take the day off. I've got a doctor's appointment. I'm fine, though. Everything will be checking out just fine. We'll see you again on Friday. You guys have a great Valentine's Day. Bless you, and we thank you for listening.
I can put you in a corner